It's so cruel. I wish that animals had rights. It's like, yeah, you put these two together, and nature's going to take its course, and they're not in love. You're forcing them into a situation where the male is going to do what he's supposed to do. The female is going to be playing her role, and it's just so irresponsible and wrong. There's already too many, animals over. You guys know what I mean, right? And so she thinks Chantel's treating the suffering that she's going to bring to these innocent creatures, these innocent animals, as like, oh, look, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, look, lovey-dovey. It's not funny. I am tired of explaining myself in regards to how I care for my pets. Really? You're tired of it? Then get off the internet.
And we're going to get the hamsters some lettuce and some apples and some carrots because they'll find that really tasty.
Go to hell, you monster, buying animals for cheap clicks and cash in a foreign country that you're going to leave in less than a month, and you're going to leave them behind with this actor. You evil creature. Mary was returned to the shop, but a family was already looking while we were there and seemed interested. Close quote. Do any of you believe that this lying monster is telling the truth?
Hi, Harry. Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary.
For this one, I'm not going to use the funny voice because it involves people mistreating animals. And I put the introduction in there because, that's part of the branding for this channel. Yet there's nothing funny about this. This reaction is about what happened to the other hamster. And we're never going to hear about it ever again. And given Chantel's history, my guess is it was either killed or it was left to be eaten by wild cats. And let me make my argument. So Chantel got rid of the female. And here it is being put into the cage. And here's what Chantel has to say. Because she made a big mistake by buying two right from the start.
So at first we didn't know that same-sex hamsters will fight quite a bit and sometimes even to the death. So we got a male and female. It is possible that they will have babies in the future, but they will be well cared for and given to homes.
Does anybody believe that coming from Chantel and from this fake husband of hers? Chantel is just a thing that is always lying. And so she was already teasing with her failed couples channel because it's had its chance with a big push from her bigger channel and for her rebranding the Beezer Incorporated channel, and got about 2,000 subscribers out of it, and she's drawing about 4,000 views per. It's a failure. And on the way down, she was teasing us with cute animals because she's thinking to herself, how do I get 20, 30,000 views per, and I can just, do nothing, shoot footage of it, and get lots of money. Like she said in a previous live stream, she just wants to live her life and get fat checks. So how do you do it? It's like, oh, cute animals, cute animals. And even then, it's not working because there's no chemistry between Chantel and her fake husband. So she's staring at the floor and wondering, how do we get money? And they think to themselves, let's get hamsters. So she goes and gets two hamsters. Just at the last minute, it's like, oh, you get two of the same sex, they're going to, really fight. Okay, so you stupidly get a male and a female. If the female is forced to have a litter, what's going to happen is they're probably going to die, or she will eat them out of stress. It's like Chantel buying pets is like an irresponsible, disappointing child being allowed to buy pets. And does anybody believe Chantel, giving her lying history, that when the female has a litter, they're all going to be taken care of and they'll be given good homes in Kuwait? Is she kidding? And that this man Salah, if that's even his real name, which it probably is not, is going to actually take the time and work in Kuwait to place ads. We need a good home for these baby. Are you kidding me? So that was a mistake right from the start. And how do you think a liar handles things? Let me remind you, Salah told people to do, something that begins with the letter S. And when he said that on a stream, Chantel immediately blossomed with joy at what he told them to do. There are a couple of monsters, and especially Chantel, because she's the aggressive monster. They're not going to worry about finding good homes for a litter of hamster infants. No way. That was the first mistake.
The gray male, the brown female, the brown female, the brown female, the brown female, the brown female.
When it comes to the rages that Chantel provides on her channel against its targets, more often than not, it is directed towards women. She really hates women more often than men. And her gender-specific indifference is also applied to animals. She favors Sam wildly over BBJ. And if that is too difficult for you to understand, I can easily give it to you, because when she selected the male hamster over the female, she's naming it after the male cat, Sam. And I'll just let you guys get this picture for a little bit. And of course, as she provides this picture, the comments are turned off. And let me speak before I get a little bit more into this. When I said it was a mistake to get two, I have to say this now because I forgot to say it earlier. Hamsters like to be by themselves. So getting two of the same gender or getting one male and one female, both were mistakes. They like to be by themselves. So Chantel is almost 39 years of age, and she acts like a 14-year-old on her best day. And when it comes to buying pets she has no interest in taking care of, she's like a 6-year-old run wild. It's disgusting. Like that's not a plastic toy. That thing can know loyalty and it can feel pain, so it does not deserve to be purchased with bad intentions as Chantel is doing. And she's already told us in the last few months she's not going to have her life complicated by cats. And she said all kinds of horrible things about BBJ. And so she gets these two hamsters, which is a mistake to get two. And of course, she gets rid of the female, and she names the male after her male cat. I just wanted to note those things. Let's keep moving.
The male, the female.
Thank you for buying.
Yes, you are welcome, baby. Such nonsense. Of course, these were not like a sweet gift. Besides, like, adults don't surprise their adults with a gift of animals unless they research things first. If, they're prepared to take on the responsibility and all the rest. This was scripted baloney coming from Chantel, right down to like, thanks for getting me these. Oh, okay, baby. It's all horseshit. She's just thinking to herself, how do I get some money out of this fucking couple's channel? It's like, let's get some cute animals. Let's get some hamsters. They're getting them for the wrong reasons. So I don't want to totally redo the first hamster episode. I just want to set the stage before we get to part 2, okay? Just a little bit more with this, and then we get to part 2.
You're welcome, baby.
The silly music makes me so angry because these animals did not deserve to be purchased for the wrong reasons by a monster with a stupid couples channel based on lies. And the reason why I'm playing this again from the earlier hamster video is because it sets the stage further, because the one that's there in the bottom right, the female, which is in this footage of like doom 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 boom 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 boom. Welcome to your new home. Boom 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 boom. That's the one they got rid of. So it's so dishonest and mean. This pisses me off so much because this is Chantel creating content for which she only expects money and she wants it fast. She's the one that typed in that line, "Ooh, is this my new boyfriend?" Doom, 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 doom. And then she puts in this little graphic of hearts. It's so cruel. I wish that animals had rights. It's like, yeah, you put these two together and nature's going to take its course, and they're not in love. You're forcing them into a situation where the male is going to do what he's supposed to do. The female is going to be playing her role, and it's just so irresponsible and wrong. There's already too many, animals over. You guys know what I mean, right? And so she thinks Chantel's treating the suffering that she's going to bring to these innocent creatures, these innocent animals, as like, oh, look, they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, look, lovey-dovey. It's not funny. We can't say anything about anybody anymore, yet we're still allowed to do this to animals. It's so wrong. And coming from Chantel, who is such a monster for doing this. And remember, I'm doing this only to reiterate the point that the female is the one they got rid of. So that makes this footage here of, oh, look, they're in love, all the more mean.
Guys, we named our hamsters Harry and Mary Samsonite from our favorite movie. You guys know. Don't roll your eyes, it's cute.
Harry, Mary. Harry is eating, Mary's playing.
Yes, Salah. And what happened to Mary? Had to put that in there just to note that, yeah, they call them Harry and Mary, and Chantel also refers to the male as, McChubby, McMuse. So, like the one they kept is Harry, and she also refers him to by that other name too. So, what happened to Mary then?
And they are so cute couple.
And we're going to get the hamsters some lettuce and some apples and some carrots because they'll find that really tasty.
Go to hell, you monster, buying animals for cheap clicks and cash in a foreign country that you're going to leave in less than a month, and you're going to leave them behind with this actor. You evil creature.
Hi, Harry. Take care of Mary.
Yeah, right. So we're done with this, and the problem started when Chantel declared that this is her new home. So she puts two hamsters into a cage that's really too small. And that's when everybody started saying the hamsters like being by themselves, plus you've got two of them in a cage that's too small for either one of them. And so that's where things started changing. After everyone gave Chantel crap for buying two hamsters and putting them in too small of a cage for either one of them, she backpedaled. And this is the first of two posts, and I'm going to read some of it. So this has been a learning experience for us both, like as if Sally gives a shit. It is too late to do anything now. What do you mean it's too late to do anything now? It's not too late. It's bad enough that you bought the hamsters for clicks and views, yet it's not too late to do anything now. The correct thing to do is to get a bigger cage for each one of them separately. Yet Chantel says, it is too late to do anything now, but first thing tomorrow we will sadly have to return one of the hamsters to the pet shop as we do not want to cause any harm to them in the future. That's not true. If she doesn't want to cause any harm to them, then don't try to. Anyway, I'm going to finish off my story with the second post. Okay, I'm not done with this one yet. If she doesn't want any harm to come to them, well, you've made the decision. They're your responsibility now. So you get each one a big enough cage and you keep them separate. She goes on, I apologize, but all of the hamsters were together in the same cage at the store, and the shop owner said that a male and female will not fight. That isn't anyone's problem except for yours. You're supposed to be a responsible adult. You bought those hamsters for clicks and views, and could you at least give each one of them a big enough cage? I just want them to be as happy as possible. So my hypothesis is that what Chantel says in the second post, and it will be the last post, didn't really happen. I do care for my cats as well, and as soon as I get home, they will visit their veterinarian. Yeah, whatever. We will buy a larger habitat with lots of toys and a hamster ball. She is carrying on, forgetting about the female hamster. It's like the female hamster wasn't even there. They don't bite, which is good. We learned a lot, but I haven't owned a hamster since childhood, and I did Google care, but there is so much I missed that this YouTube video covered. And then she tells you to go look at the YouTube video. So now let's get to the second part of the two. Sorry, the second video in the tiny series, which is like it's like they're making it for children. It's like, oh look, he's got a big hamster mansion now. That is all that I can stand of that garbage, and it's really just the whole video, which is, they played some sad music at the start, and of course you only put one hamster, and they presented the problem as being, oh, the cage was too small, oh, how sad. Well, now we got a bigger cage, so everything is cool now. Actually, you might as well have just played the sad music all the way through, because the only reason why Chantel purchased these two animals was for clicks and money. You remember how the first episode ended? It was like, oh, hamster tales will continue. Like, Chantel is so disgusting, sitting there and trying to think of a way to make like 30,000 views per and get all the free, easy money. And we got hamster tales. Like, it's never been in an adult relationship. And all of us who are adults easily tell that this relationship is a complete fraud.
Welcome to our family.
So her solution is to go with cute animals. What about Mary? This is the second and the last of the two posts that Chantel made to backtrack on her public mistake of buying two hamsters. I'm going to read the whole thing and react to it as I go. Then when I'm done, I'm going to repeat one part of it and wrap this thing up. So here it is. YouTube Cribs, Hammy Edition, coming soon. Harry is passed out on dried mango chunk, LOL. There's nothing funny about this. I think he loves his new hamster mansion. Also, like I said, as soon as I get home, or very soon after, my cats, also my pets, will be taken to the veterinarian for a checkup and nail trimmings. Though for now, the nails are in good shape, from what I can see in video chat. What video chat? What video chat? My ass. I'll be home in a month or less. Pete's is a good cat sitter. No, he is not. We remember what the litter box looked like. And he's holding BBJ upside down and then saying, well, now she doesn't want her treats. He's an asshole. Because he's not strange to them. I know they miss me, and I do feel bad. When monsters such as Chantel type the words, I do feel bad, that is just a monster making noises trying to sound like a human. I know some dog owners personally who are amazing dog parents. No, she doesn't. These are all lies. She's like, I know some dog owners personally who get out of here. Like, for a lying liar that tells lies, any lie will do. Okay, some dog owners personally who are amazing dog parents and treat their dogs like kids, and sometimes they even take their dogs to a sitter. At least mine get to stay home. See how she's like qualifying this? I mean, she's just lying. I mean, she told us that she's not going to alter her life for her cats. She said during a live stream, which is like, oh, the poor effing cats. I mean, as if I care. She said she's not altering anything over the cats. We all know how she really feels, but they're just props. And then she goes on, anyway, they get to stay home. Anyway, I am tired of explaining myself in regards to how I care for my pets. Really? You're tired of it? Then get off the internet. Well, we can tell that you neglect the 2 cats, and you bought those 2 hamsters for clicks and views, and you made a mistake by buying 2. And there's a bad part of this story coming. I think it's safe to say that Harry the hamster is very happy with his new mansion. Video update coming soon. That's what we just played a little bit of. He's my second biggest boy. Mary was returned to the shop, but a family was already looking while we were there and seemed interested. All I can do is hope the rest of the hamsters get a good home. Like, as if Chantel's worried about all the hamsters in the pet stop getting a good home. Like when she's, getting high and passing out into the floor. Oh, I hope the hamsters get a good home. She could care less. Get a good home, but I was misinformed and impulsive. She wasn't misinformed and misled. She didn't give a shit. And like, oh, I'm impulsive. How about I'm an irresponsible, reckless, self-serving, uncaring piece of shit? I'm impulsive. No, you're the other things. And only should have gotten one. We chose Harry. We chose Harry because he is much more friendly, and I bonded with him. Look at his hamster tooth. Okay. This is written like it's written by a child. And it's just for clicks and views. Now, here's the part that I'm going to read a second time. Quote, Mary was returned to the shop, but a family was already looking while we were there and seemed interested. Close quote. Do any of you believe that this lying monster is telling the truth? That in Kuwait, she took a hamster back to the pet store, and as she did so, there was a family waiting, looking while you were doing it, and seemed interested? The reason why she doesn't complete it and say that a family got that hamster is because it was never returned. That is Kuwait. You're not going to go take a hamster back to the pet store. They're not taking it back. They don't know what diseases you're bringing back into the store. Forget it. Money back or not, they're not taking it back. Their job is take it. Get out of the store. A hamster? There's no way that was returned. So Chantel lies all the time and doesn't realize that decent people can easily tell when that monster is lying. It's just like the Grinch. He thought up a lie and he thought it up quick. Whatever lie will do. Oh, we took Mary back to the pet store, and there was a family waiting and seemed... A family? Get out of here. Are you kidding me? What happened to Mary is one of two things. Salah, who is from Syria and is in Kuwait and doesn't keep pets, isn't going to live with an extra hamster and put up with a second cage and all the rest of that jazz. And no, it didn't go back to the store. So what are they going to do? He either stomped on it and killed it in an instant and flushed it down the toilet, or maybe a little more likely, he left it in the street with a handful of food, said good luck, and closed the door. And it was thereafter eaten by wild cats. That is what happened. And I could put a question mark at the tail end of my title. I'm not going to, because we know that Chantel never returned that, because she has no video footage. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I want to return Mary. I made a mistake. Yeah. Oh, sure. We will take it back. We're happy to take back hamster. Oh, look, there's a family. Oh, we are interested. We were just looking at hamster, and of course, we want to buy a hamster that you just brought back that has disease. Oh, yes, we want your used hamster returned. Yes, we'll pay. Oh, well, let's see. Can we broker a deal here? None of that happened. Salah stomped it, or Chantel did, or they just left it in the street with a handful of food and shut the door on it and let it get eaten by cats. Earlier on, this is a music track that was playing. When Chantel was doing her manipulative little business of, oh, look, the hamster that we kept is sad because the cage is not right. Oh, now it's happy music. It's all sad music. Because Mary was not returned to the store. They're not going to take back a hamster. Chantel and Sala are not going to keep it there. There was no family waiting and interested. These are all lies. She made a huge mistake buying 2 of them, and she doesn't want to pay for 2 of them. And there's no room there to manage the 2 of them with a cage of their own. So it's all sad music. So I'm going to play that same music track that Chantel played at the start. And we're going to play through it in a different way.
Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary. Take care of Mary.
Bye.